Thank you so much. So hi everyone, I'm Aline. I'm business developer at Twikit, and I'm super excited to be here today and to talk about the benefits of mass customization, about the added value of mass customization, together with our speakers, Diana Hall from ActivArmor, who is actually with us today, with Lina Riano from Decathlon, and with Gabi Janssen from DSM. Unfortunately, Lina and Gabi weren't able to make it here today at the panel because of the huge time difference with US and Europe. But we really managed to make a great pre-recording, and I'm sure it will be a great alternative. So why are we here today? Today, we will present and prove to you that it is possible to make the shift from traditional mass production to mass customization. And we will also present the added value of mass customization. The use cases, they will show you that this disruption is currently already being implemented by major brands and that they are really making this shift to mass customization. The speakers that we have here today, they will give you their own opinion and their own personal experience about making this transition. But before we start with the first speaker, I will quickly explain to you the offering and the solution that Twikit has to offer and that it brings to the market. So Twikit has a B2B software platform, and that enables mass customization. So how do we do this? We do this by, on the one side, creating 3D customizers that are integrated in, for example, a web shop or a website, where end customers can really personalize a product. So they can change the shape, the design, the colors. And then from the moment that the end customer places this order, we will create a unique production file with a unique order ID code. And we will send this to the digital production facility, for example, to be 3D printed. This product range, it really varies from, for example, high luxury jewelry to automotive car parts, such as, for example, a gear shifter, but also to helmets or insoles or hand braces. So it's a really wide product range that we offer for mass customization through our digital interfaces. And for the last three products that I mentioned, which are insoles, helmets, and hand braces, we actually enable to make them custom fit by starting with importing a 3D scan from a person into our platform, and then by morphing the product around this 3D scan, we can actually create custom fit products. But let's just make this more tangible by starting the first pre-recorded interview with Lina Riano from Decathlon. So normally this should start now. Hi. So yeah, okay, I'm back. You should be hearing me again. So yeah, I hope you liked the first pre-recording. We showed you some photos or some pictures of the finished product of the handlebar and some videos of how the configurator works. But I brought with me some samples as well, which I would like to show to you via this recording as well. So this is how the handlebar looks like when it comes out of the printer. You see that it is printed in together. This is not finished yet, so it's not a finished part. It still needs a color and everything. And this is how a finished part could look like. It's a different product. It's a grip to put over a tennis racket or a tennis handle, but the finishing could be the same for the handlebars. So this is an orange one, black one, and then here you have a blue version of the same handlebar, so customer could choose the picture, the color, and the design. This was a bike handlebar, actually, but for a child, so for a little kid. And here you see, some inserts with initials or with a tennis ball that you could insert into the tennis grip. So that I wanted to show to you. Also, to talk maybe a little bit more about the project, we did a survey with the customers who tested the project and who, the product, and who tested or played around with the customizer, and we actually had really nice results. So 82.7% of the customers thought that customizing the handlebar really had an added value for them, and 94% of the customers found that the user experience of the Twikit customizer was super easy and super user-friendly. So these are numbers that we are very proud of and are proud to share with you guys. And then maybe to make a wrap-up about what Lina was talking about, I think the most important thing, or what I will remember the most out of her interview, is that Decathlon really puts the customer at the center of their development process, and that they really want to make their products accessible for everyone. Such as, for example, that they really want to help people with disabilities to by making custom fit products, and to really allow them to practice the sports that they love again. And I think that's a beautiful case. But let's start with the second pre-recorded interview, which is with Gabi Janssen from DSM. Hi, yes. So I hope you like this pre-recording as well. I have a physical sample with me. So we showed you a picture of the product, but I thought it would be nicer to actually see it. So here is the thumb brace. You can put it on, and then you have it around you. So it's the thumb brace that we designed and created together with DSM. For me, what really stood out in this interview with Gabi was that she really strongly believes that the orthotics market is a great market for mass customization and 3D printing, and that like the reasons that she says is like that because of the significant time reduction and because of the significant price reduction, and this also combined with an increased functionality of the product, that it's a better fit and all these other stuff. So that's for me a key takeaway from this interview. But let's proceed to the next and the final pre-recording with Diana Hall from ActivArmor. Ali? So yeah, thank you, Diana. It was really great hearing you talk so passionately about mass customization. To quickly maybe wrap up my key takeaways from your panel with Stephanie, my colleague in the US, is that according to you and according to us at Twikit, of course, as well, is that the future of mass customization is really cheaper, faster, and better, and that the Twikit software is a key part in helping reducing the amount of steps in the entire process, and that we also enable to automate this process really from design to production. So thank you for explaining this so beautifully. So yeah, it's a wrap up of the panel discussions. So now it's time for the Q&A. And Kristen, if it would be possible to get Diana, it would be great.
Yes, I'll bring Diana up on stage. While I do that, let's start. Your first question is geared towards Twikit. Yeah. One of the issues is that customers are not designers. So for example, with the Nike custom shoes, there are apparently quite some returns because their customized designs turn out really ugly. What is your experience with this? And if so, how do you counter this issue with Twikit?
Yeah, so actually, I really think it's a great question, because indeed today, customers, they really want their freedom and they want to be able to create their own custom products. But at the same time, we really notice it, and we have experienced it, that customers sometimes don't really know what to do. And one case that is actually ideal to talk about today is with Decathlon. With the Handlebars project, we offered customers the option to insert a quote. So they could write down their own quote on the handlebar. So here was some space to write a quote. And the feedback was that customers didn't really know what to write on it, like write down. And then Decathlon also, and Twikit, we came to the conclusion that we actually need to give them some predefined quotes, and that they then can choose out of these maybe 5 options, and that gives them more certainty. Because like giving a full option to do whatever they want, that's not an option. So we really need to, on the one hand, define, okay, what are all the customization options that we are going to give? But at the same time, it's important to put limitations and restrictions as well. And that is something that we do also because we notice that it is important. And it's not only important for the customer, but it's also important for the brand itself, that they don't damage their brand name. So together, when we are creating the entire platform for our customers, we sit together with the design departments, and together with them, we will define, okay, what do we want to offer to them? Which colors, which patterns, what are the combinations that we will allow, and what are the restrictions? So that's an option to prevent that. Of course, customers will not be happy with when they receive their end product and that it appears to be ugly.
Okay, great. If anyone has any questions for Diana, we have her now up. If you, she's obviously here. A couple other questions. Are there any other applications for mass customization in the sports industry besides handlebars?
Yeah, yeah. Of course, there are many different types of products or applications in the sports industry. The handlebars. This was now like if we speak like just an aesthetical customization. You could change the color, you could change the pattern, you could put some text on it, but we can really go one step further, like we are doing with ActivArmor, like we did with DSM, really making products custom fit by importing a 3D scan from a body part. We can do the same for the sports industry. For example, think about protective helmets. We can take a 3D scan of a head, import this head into our platform, and really make a helmet custom fit. But next to that, you also have other options or functionalities that go with making this helmet custom fit. You can make sure that it has a better breathability, that it is more lightweight than a traditional helmet. So there are, of course, additional functionalities for sports applications next to changing the color or changing purely the aesthetic design. So yes, of course, there are many different
options. We only have 1 minute left. Diana, did you have anything that you wanted to add now that we have you live? Oh, I think she's frozen.
Body armor types. Oh. Can you hear me? Oh, sorry. We do exoskeletons, so we'll do protective gear that fits any body part specifically. So if you happen to have a shoulder surgery, we can, scan your shoulder and do a custom pad that you can put under your football, gear, whatever. So I think exoskeletons are one of the big
Oh, shoot. This is one of the reasons we pre-recorded this one, wasn't it? So this was expected, but that's okay. We have only 1 minute left anyways. Oh, shoot. Well, Diana, I think we lost you a little bit there. But we got to at least see your face and we heard some words.
I'm available at the table if you need me.
All right. So I guess we'll end it there. Aline, do you have any parting words before we go?
I noticed there was a question about which printers and which materials we used for the handlebars. Mm-hmm. So the handlebars, they were printed on TPU material from BASF, and it was printed on an MGF printer from HP. I
noticed it because it was gray, that it was MGF.
Good eye.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for all joining and putting together all those great videos. And Diana, I'm glad you could make it live. Sorry that we didn't get to hear more from you.